So for as long as I can remember, Birmingham has always been the second city when it came to anything in the UK, mainly culture and rap. But as of late, Birmingham is losing its place to cities like Manchester mainly. That's who's overtaken us right now. And even Liverpool seem to be way more culturally relevant and hotter than Birmingham right now. So it leads me to ask the question, how the hell has Birmingham rap fell off so fucking bad? That's what I'm going to break down in this video. Yeah? So let's start off with what was rap like before it got to the shit state it is now. So I personally feel like a golden era in Birmingham's rap scene was between 2015 to 2020. Obviously, as I always say in every video, I'm born in 2003. So when I was, so as far as I can remember growing up, 2015, that's when UK rap was starting, rap in Birmingham was starting to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Um, with the likes of Lotto Boys and Safwan setting pace. Let me show you lot quickly, yeah. Hold on. So boom. Let's just get this up here. New tab to the right. Hold on, I'm just loading up YouTube for them quickly. So cool. Lotto Boys, you know? Lotto Boys really set that foundation. 2015, 2016 is when the foundations were set for Birmingham's golden run from 2017 onwards. And this was done by the likes of Lotto Boys, first of all. You know, No Don 8 years ago, 15 million views. Birmingham Anthem 8 years ago, almost 9 million views. The song was huge. Ras Clark and that, what a fucking era, you know. FaceTime me plus 44. Yo, Lotto Boys set them foundations. You get me? These man was going mad. So big up Lotto Boys for what they did for Birmingham, man. You know what I'm saying? They set man up nicely. Then after them, you had Saffron, she wants a man from Brom. That kind of kept Birmingham relevant, you know what I mean? And that's and then at the same time as well, we had Mist. Mist was bubbling up as well with his P110 activity. Look, one take 10 years ago, crazy, and obviously it was hot 8 years ago. DRM 9 years ago, we ain't the same. So Carlisle's back. You know what I'm saying? So 2015, 2016 was when the motion was starting to really, really build. And then from 2017 onwards is when the golden era truly flourished. And I'm going to name now artists who I genuinely believe were part of Birmingham's golden era from 2015 to 2020. I'll start off so cool. Lotta Boys, Safwan, Mist, JK, Lady Leisha, RK, who sadly didn't fulfill his potential, RM, who's still around now, Young Smokes, still around now, Remtrex, who's been in and out of jail, so he hasn't really reached his potential. Who else, fam? Yo, my mind's gone blank right now. Mowgli, how can I forget? Mowgli, Stardom, Mitch. Um, we had Lynch. Lynch kind of came what 2015 and went, and then the man from AR like M dot, M Sav. Sorry, man, I said M dot M Sav here and there. Like the Hands Off Man was active here and there, and if I forgot anyone else, Montana Bay. Um, yeah, if I forgot anyone else, I apologize. Even South Birmingham, we had K2, we had Tanner, we had Diz, Mr. Flip, who's obviously in jail. Fuck. LC, RC, you know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of guys during this time. So this is what was bubbling up between 2015, 2020. And then yeah, man, and we had success, you know, from 2017. We had success mainly through Mist though. Like if you look here, uh Reading and Leeds Festival 2017, Mist is getting it's getting booked. You get me, man's doing Reading and Leeds. You know, what his charting number 7 with Fredo in 2019. Mist also has 500,000,000 streams. You know, Fisherman, big tune. You get me? JK, 300 million streams. So yeah, man. Of course, we had that golden period, and then of course, so Mist is a legend. Big up Mist, man. We had Mogs as well. Mogs was smashing it. Mogs came through during this golden era as well. You get me? Clockwork 8 years ago, 2017. That's when he made his debut. And then behind bars, Clockwork, Earthboy, Truth Be Told, Headspin. He dropped all these bangers 7 years ago, 2017, 2018. Moles are different. So this is that golden era, man, where the Birmingham rappers were really doing their thing. And then, of course, as the stardom was still making noise, Mitch was making noise. Cool. I'll be here forever if I went through everyone's individual success at the time. But cool. Then I really think the last profitable export or the last big rapper to come out of Birmingham was Millions. Millions was the last one who really came from Birmingham and mashed up the scene. You get me? That's who I think from 2020. Um, you know, actually, we had Mars Blown and K Money afterwards, but they're separate. But Millions was the last artist to come out of Birmingham and who really fucked shit up. You get me? Like, let's go and look into Millions' performances. Look at him, man. So Millions charting history, two UK top 40s and a UK top 10 project, and he's been charting for a year straight, you know what I mean? And as well, we can't forget the cultural impact that Millions had on the scene because with his music videos, he set shit up. He set the standard high. You know, we've seen Meeks. Meeks likes to have these lavish, high um budget videos. I won't lie. I won't be surprised if he was inspired by Millions because Millions set pace. You get me? So yeah, man. Millions is very successful. Honestly, probably the last successful rapper from Birmingham. You know, and he's calling. He's calling. He's I think he's voluntarily took his foot off the gas. That's kind of why we don't really hear much about Millions. Like he still releases. Like I liked his recent one of his recent songs, 2 a.m. in Cape Hill. Like he's one of my favorite artists, man. But I think he's done his job and he's chilling off. But since 2020, after Millions, I can't really think of anyone else. Really, that's common, man. Like okay, cool. K Money, Mars Malone. If it's after Millions, K Money and Mars Malone, those are two who have made noise for Birmingham since Millions, and they're in jail. You know what I mean? So it's just like how are the two hottest exports in Birmingham in jail, man? You know what I'm saying? Like how are they outworking the guys that are outside? Like and but yeah, so cool. That is the golden era in Birmingham. Now I'll get into why I believe Birmingham fell from that pedestal of number two to like number four in the space of 4 or 5 years. Um, we'll use inspiration from the Block Report. Big up the boy Flashy Silla. Flashy Silla presents the Block Report. It's his show. He goes around the country pulling up to rappers in their home areas and interviewing them. And in his recent episode with Unruly, they discuss Birmingham versus London and why Birmingham is hindered in its progress and stuff like that.
Why is it that like we're not getting that much? Like there's no. When I got asked the angle of like, yo, if we was the biggest though, like what is it about Birmingham? Oh no, man, no, man, musically as well. Not even nothing else as well. I feel like musically as well. Yeah, there is, but as to why they ain't been no. Why do you think there ain't no scene like that in Brum though? Like what is it about Birmingham where you man birth one of the maddest spitters like man know innit? That man from Brum.
I watched this before and Unruly does put across some very interesting points that I can definitely unpack.
Can really rap. But why is it that like we're not getting that much? Like there's no. When I got asked the angle of like, yo, if we was the biggest city, yeah, would we have that advantage of yeah, man things just clicking foot now? Like, I don't know. I can't say over here is more realer than London. No, you can say that though. No, this is what I'm trying to say. From my angle, I think it is. You know what I'm trying to say? Some people are going to say it's whatever, but from my angle, I say it is. Why is more real than London and even then, London youths at Linkborough, man, and the Seaman's environment and what's going on, even they say, yeah, it's rather realer than London, so it's like, yeah, I don't...
I hear what you're saying, and I'll translate that for you, like,
I don't know. I feel like down there is just too real for all of that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like from what I know from the London thing, like it looks good. I feel like in the sense because like, when it comes, I feel like Birmingham's the opposite. No. I feel like how man make it look good. Yeah. Like man make it look super good. Yeah. Like man down there will be in full trackies, big swinging toms and Cubans fresh and out the Navy. You know what I'm trying to say? Blam.
So cool. Unruly, amazing points you put forward there, my boy. Amazing points. And I'm gonna break down why I believe Birmingham's rap scene has fell off, and also I'm gonna use on what Unruly has said for reference. So I say, in fact, before let me not confuse you a lot. So boom. First of all, I feel like as we're in second city, I feel like you know what? I feel like because London is always the center in it, and the rest of England always gets overlooked. Always gets overlooked. And I spoke with someone, and they asked him, "Why do you think Birmingham gets overlooked and the rappers from the Midlands struggle to break into London?" And he says, "I don't think Birmingham rappers, Midlands rappers, don't know how to brand themselves." And at the time, I agreed, but f- thinking on it now, I'd agree to a certain extent because I think Birmingham rappers, Midlands rappers, they man know how to brand themselves, you know, and I just think that the London brand and the Birmingham brand is different. The package is different. It's not the same. You get me? You know how you got the Premier League and you got the Championship. Not the same brand of football. It's not the same. London and Birmingham is not the same. So it's not to say that Birmingham youths can't brand themselves. It's just our brand's different. And I guess if the London niggas don't want to take in the Birmingham brand, then what can we do? Like, that's just discrimination at this point. You know what I mean? Because Umruli says what? Let's go and see what Umruli says.
Yeah. From my angle, I say it why is that more real than London though? From what I know from the London thing, yeah, like it looks good. I feel like in the sense, like,
So you see there, yeah? Umruli says from the London thing, it looks good. And that just ties into what I was just saying about Birmingham and London being different brands, different packages. Like, us Brum man, we're never gonna be like the London man. The London man are never gonna be like Birmingham. And I feel like the branding of London and Birmingham is different. The London youths are flashy, they got more money than the youths in Brum. And I feel like youths like to wear designer drip all the time. Man are going doing little errands wearing designer and shit. Us Brum youths, man are just wearing tracksuits and the 95s, man, and our Carrera bikes and that. Man are looking like tramps doing our errands, or man will be making bread just like tramps. We're not asked with all that streetwear, fancy drip and flares and that shit. We're not with all that. So, maybe we don't look good to the labels and the consumers that aren't from Birmingham and London. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's not an attractive package, but that's the Birmingham brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same with Manchester. Okay, Manchester's got a bit of both. They've got the youths there that know how to dress, and then they've got the youths there that are, your grafters and your only sarons and that. But Birmingham's brand is different to London, point blank. So I feel like, yeah, man, we do know how to brand ourselves, but it's just different. You can't expect Birmingham guys to become more like Londoners. No, either you like it or you don't. You know. So cool. I feel like yeah. So I feel like the compatibility in brands, that's probably one thing that's withholding Birmingham from blowing at the moment. Another thing I'd say holding Birmingham back from blowing is the lack of unity in Birmingham. That's always been a major thing, lack of unity. I always think that if there was more unity in Birmingham and we collaborate, our artists that are hot at the time collaborated, we would make a lot more noise than guys would be making on their lonesome. You know what I mean? Like, let's look at the current generation now, the golden the new school, your Unruly, your Unrulies, your M1, your Kilo, your Xenos, your Dexes, your Llamas, your listen, if I forgot man, I forgot man, you get me? Your K Monies, your Mars Maloneses, your Coolies, he's gone, but you know what I'm saying? Your Trills, you know what I'm saying? If man collabed, we make a lot more noise than we would individually. If Unruly collabed with M1 and put out a joint tape, that's breaking TikTok, that's breaking the net right now. That's mind blowing. If Unruly collabed with um Bex, if Unruly collabed with RM, imagine that. Imagine if Unruly and RM collabed. fucking break, that would be number one trend in YouTube, defo. You know what I mean? So I feel like guys need to start collaborating more. Chris is using his initiative. He's collaborating with Mazza. He's collaborating with M1 already. Um, Millions, Quengface. Like he's a very smart guy. He's collaborating. Um, you know. So I feel like yeah, if but this is how we can fix things going forward. But I feel like the lack of unity back in the day, like why back in the day, why didn't we get a Mist and Mowgli? Why didn't we get a Mist and well, we got a Mr. Mowgli eventually, but that's way past their prime. Um, swerve off. Why didn't we get Toothy Drillers and Mowgli in their prime? Why didn't we get Millions and Mist? Why didn't we get an RM Young Smokes? Why didn't you know what I mean, bro? Like bare collabs that should have happened that never happened. You know, even Stardom. Stardom could have collabed with a few more men in Brom, but I guess I think in Brom, yeah, the mindset is guys are just too individual. Like, man don't want to beg it. Man don't want to be like, oh, I'm not begging it with my man over there. Like, nah, what collab with my man? He's wet. Nah, my man's wet. I'm not collabing with my man. Nah, bro, man needs to put their pride to the side, man. There's money to be made. If you want to stay in the fucking Birmingham trenches because you don't want to collab with man over there, then stay in the trenches, bro. You idiot, fam. Man needs to collab. There's way more money to be made. You see how London rappers after they collab a few times and the fans enjoy that collab, they make joint tapes, man. Look at Heady One, look at Heady One and Clavish, Skepta, Chip, and Young Ads. Those three had no right to be collaborating, but it fucking slapped, you know. So yeah, man, we need more joint. We need more joint tapes, fam. I don't know. We need more joint tapes. So yeah, lack of unity definitely kill Birmingham. Also, I feel like rappers going to jail at the wrong time has killed Birmingham countless times. Countless times, man. You know, recent examples. Cooley 1-8. My man was hot. You know, he broke the scene because he sounded like a kid, and everyone was like, mad intrigued by this kid, this little kid sounding new, talking mad grease, and he's on smoke, and then he's gone jail for the mad thing, along with what is it, Rose or something, and then Stardom's gone to jail for like 10 years, 15 years. Mitch in his prime was in and out of jail, in and out of jail. Toothy Drillers, Smugsy went to jail at the height when Toothy Drillers were on their peak. Smugsy goes to jail like two, three times, kills the boss. You know what I mean? So it's just like jails has killed some of the potential Birmingham rappers, man. It's a joke thing, absolute joke thing. So I think jails definitely killed Birmingham as well. And lack of infrastructure as well. That's definitely one. There's no major labels in Birmingham. There's lack of managers that actually know what they're doing. Everything's independent. There's no label support. So how is independent up and coming Birmingham rapper gonna compete when you got in London they got bare labels and then these labels have got bare offshoots. You get me your Polydors, since 93s, your EGAs. We ain't got none of that in Birmingham. We got AMG by Tanner, but respectfully, that can't compete with EJ and the man there, fam. And separately as well, Tanner's not going to sign every talent in Birmingham, so we need more guys. You know, we can't always be expected to go and integrate in London. No, from Birmingham. Don't expect man to go and integrate into London to try and make something out of ourselves when there's talent here, man. Man need to come and invest in Birmingham. That's what I think. Lack of investment, lack of infrastructure in Birmingham. We've just been forgotten, man. Just been forgotten, and just no ecosystem as well. Some may blame, like a rapper I was speaking to, he kind of suggested that the golden era of 2015 to 2020 rappers, the Millions, the Miss, the Mowglis, the Stardoms, the Mitches, the Lotto Boys, Lady Leishas, the JKs, these men didn't leave behind a functioning ecosystem for Birmingham rap to continue to thrive. You know what I'm saying? These men just got their money from their golden period and fucked off. That's what that's what it looks like. And I think that's the case, you get me? Like there's no music. Man aren't really putting on for the next wave of Birmingham. No more. Yeah, you can say JK, Grime. Bro, Grime's dead, man. No one gives a fuck about Grime. Respectfully. No one cares about Grime. So man can keep trying to revive Grime. It's a live sport, bro. Take it off. We're not interested in Grime. Man interested in rap and drill. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's been any like rappers haven't through balls. No young G's either. No young G's ever have the through balls. It's like what's going on? What's going on? London guys always through ball their young G's. Um hot 6-7 done it with Y67. You had R6, you had Act, you had the Dope Smoke, you had PR. You know, PR probably wasn't young 6-7, but you know what I'm saying. There was successors already in line. OFB brought through Bando K, they brought through SJ, they brought through Double L's. Um, even in East London, Fields, Asco and them up. Then you had Lats and the younger ZT lot come through. You know, like what are we doing here, man? The Birmingham guys didn't put on for their young G's. They left behind no ecosystem. That's why it's fucked. Anyway, so cool. I've just listed some reasons why I believe that the Birmingham scenes absolutely fell off. Lack of infrastructure, no unity, no ecosystem, and it's lack of investment, no collaborations, and jail. And that's personally why I believe, the scene's cooked. Scene's cooked, but it can be turned around. As I mentioned, we've got a golden generation of rappers, you know, that was taking TikTok by storm. Like, let's go and look at the TikTok, the social media activity. Like, look at M1 Casper, 31K, hop in, hop in. That's a definition of popping right there. You get me? It's popping 200K, 246K, 100K, 180K, 360K, 127K. Chase, pop in. Let's go look at Triz. And Triz is not a new school. Triz has been about for the past 4 or 5 years, so it's only right it's getting his flowers now. Look, 90K, killing it, 30K, 50K, 60K, 89K. Like anything he's posting is getting minimum 20, 30K views. That's how you know you're cracked. His engagement is through the roof as well. So big up the boy Triz. He's definitely uh, a beacon of hope for Birmingham's rap scene reviving. You know what I mean? Putting South Birmingham on the map. Who else have we got? You know, let me think who else we got. Zeno. Zeno is very talented as well, but he took some time off. Uh, yeah, what's his name on there? Zeno Cap. There we go. Z stays online. Like, yeah, Zeno. He's made a new TikTok, but look, 13K, 23K. So when he reactivates, it's online. But and then of course we still got the release of K Money and Mars Malone to come. Because when those two get released, it's gonna be up and stuck. It's gonna be fucking mad. They're gonna turn Birmingham all the way up when they're out. K Money and Mars Malone, when they come out, they're gonna turn Birmingham all the way up, and there'll be interest in Birmingham. And I hope when they come back, they collab with guys. Obviously, it's gotta make sense, and hopefully there's no politics. But when they do collab with guys in that scene, and when they do come home, bad boy, bad boy. Yeah, man. Let me think if there's anything else I've missed. Um, but yeah, I feel like mainly for the scene and content creators. Let me before I end the content creators. I feel like we need to recreate an ecosystem of culture and popularity in Birmingham. There's no popping streetwear brands. Hood Rich is mainstream. We're not counting, and only the nitties them wear Hood Rich. I don't see anyone else wearing Hood Rich. Only the nitties them. So cool, but big up Hood Rich, but cool. Um, there's no popping streetwear brands in London. They've got Cortez. They've in London they've got Cortez. They had Carsico. They've got so many. I can't even list them right now. You get me? I can't list them right now, but you know they've got many. Manchester, they got drama as well. Like they've got cultural relevance. They got Clint's. They got cultural relevance. Oh, they got Cortez in London as well. They got cultural relevance in Manny and London. Birmingham ain't got no fucking streetwear brands. We got we got Take Risks, cool, but that's just for the culture, bro. That's for minuscule. That's if the black people make up like 5% of of UK. So really and truly, that's only like what Take Risks has probably got 0.0 of the population in the country. But we need a streetwear band to take over that already a big attraction to Birmingham, and then the content creators. We've got Bromtown is smashing it. Bromtown is smashing it. You got JV and Biggs smashing it. You got Laos, who every time she posts these fucking skits of rappers. She smashes it, and when she has her little appearances and her skits, smashing it. And then me, obviously, my face isn't my brand. You get me? Like I post my face and I post my own stuff and I post other people's stuff. Sorry, so not necessarily collaborating with me won't do nothing, but collaborating with Laws, JV, and Biggs and Brumtown, smart. Like Unruly's already tapped in with Brumtown. RM's tapped in with Brumtown, and they seem to be collaborating more often now. Um, Riz has collaborated with JV and Biggs. You know what I mean? So I feel like guys need to start using their content creators in more in our scene in Birmingham, because at the end of the day, it's a value exchange. You get me? It's an exchange of value. The content creators are popping. They have a audience that is not tapped into. Like a majority of people, like Bromtown, a majority of people are not tapped into Triz or the Unrulies or the M1 Caspers or the Xenos. But if they have some funny content, if Xeno links up with Bromtown, some funny content, they do a vlog and then they do multiple skits. Bromtown's fans are only naturally gonna go and listen to Xeno's music because his music's hard anyway. All they need to do is be pushed in the right direction. Even with Laws, maybe they get maybe the rappers them pay Laws to do skits for them. A Xeno skit, a Unruly skit, a M1 Casper skit. I mean, she's done M1 Casper already, but you get what I'm saying. That's how the ecosystem's created because it's an exchange. The fans from the content creators go to the fans of the rappers, and also the rappers are then validating this content creator to their fans. It's an exchange. So this is just simple stuff, man. You know, and this will be the case if we had creative minds in the city, kind of encouraging these kind of collabs. But rappers seem to think they can still just post snippets and blow. Mm, yeah. Anyway, I think I've touched on everything, and I hope throughout this video I've kind of explained to you why I believe Birmingham's fell off a fucking cliff in terms of rap, and how I believe we can sort of build, get some positive steps to rebuilding the scene, man. So obviously, if you agree with what I say, let me know. Same way, if you disagree with me, I hope you let me know as well, man. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, love.